Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you my luxury beauty and skincare favorites. It's absolutely the season to treat yourself if you have been looking for something new, a bit of a splurge. These are products that I will never go without, that I have been using, and they just make me feel good. And recently, I do have to say, I've been on a bit of a minimalism kick, from my wardrobe to my actual luxury goods like bags and shoes, and now even transitioning into my skincare and beauty. I feel like for so long we've been in this mentality that more is more, like more makeup, I've got to collect it all, more skincare. That's not necessarily good. It's really important to find products that work ultra well for you. And I'm going to be taking you through the things that you need if you want to curate a really beautiful, amazing collection of your own. Before we get into it, if you are new here, my name is Isabel. I make videos about luxury goods and beauty products, of course. I have a TikTok channel that I share a lot of beauty recommendations, anti-aging recommendations, things like that. So subscribe here if you're not already, and check me out on TikTok if you want to. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the first category is makeup, and it's actually the category that I have the most product in. To me, a luxurious feeling makeup can make or break my mood for the entire day. I know that sounds weird, but it's just those little things. It's adding a bit of indulgence into the beginning part, the first part of your routine, that can literally just make you feel so good all day. And for me, when I know I have my absolutely best makeup on, I feel my best, I act my best, it's really true. The first product that I have to mention, I have to start strong, is the classic OG Chanel Cream Bronzer. This is the most beautiful product I have ever used. If I had to get rid of almost every single other piece of makeup, this is the one that I would keep with me. Is she expensive? Yes, she is. But does she last forever? Absolutely. This product alone, I think I've had it for 2 years, which I know I should be getting another one, but 2 years of almost daily use, and this is where we are. That's not bad. Plus, you might be able to get it on sale. I'm almost positive that the Chanel website is not going to be doing any discounts this season, but check out like Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom. I know that there must be some kind of department stores that do sell this product, and they will have a sale where you can pick this up. This really is one of those products that whenever I use another cream bronzer, and I do go through phases and moods, I always come back to this and I'm just like, why didn't I use that product today? Am I trying to save it? Am I trying to conserve it? I don't know. I really absolutely love this. So if you're looking for a little treat, it also looks beautiful on your vanity, if I do say so myself. Definitely, this is something to pick up. Sticking to cream makeup products, these next two are absolute must-haves in my collection. They're actually really affordable, but they will give you that really elevated look, which I always look for. So the first one is the Saie Liquid Illuminator. This is the color Star Glow. I believe this is the original color. It's just a very beautiful highlight, or you can mix it in with your foundation if you want an all-over glow. It lasts all day. It just looks so elevated and so beautiful. This is the mini size that I have, but they do have a much bigger size. For some reason, I do find with this one, you really don't use a lot every single time, and it really gives your skin that ethereal, lit from within, model-esque glow. I know that there are 3 colors now. One of them is limited edition, and it's a bit of a rose gold color, but the 2 regular colors are this one and a really bronzy one. So if you're looking for a bronzy look, pick up that one. If you just want a real bright glow, this is absolutely beautiful. I definitely recommend it. So for cream blush, I do want to give the disclaimer that I have quite a naturally cool toned skin, and it's very difficult to find a cool toned liquid or cream blush that's not bright neon bubblegum pink, and Persona literally just did it. This is a brand new color for them. It is called Jam, and it is just the most beautiful purpley pink tone I have ever seen in my entire life. I have it on today. It just makes your skin look so bright and vibrant, and something about this color between the pink and the purple and the bluiness of it brings out my lips, brings out my eyes. It literally makes me look and feel so beautiful. Even when I don't put on any makeup at all, this is what I reach for, and I would get rid of every single other cream blush in my entire collection and swap it out for this. That's not an exaggeration, and that's why I'm including it in my luxury minimal makeup collection, because I would get rid of everything else in place of this. I absolutely adore it, and that's what you really want in makeup. You don't want a million products, because chances are only one of them is going to make you look your best. And for me, this is that. I will say, if you're not cool toned like me and you're looking for something with a bit more warmth, Persona also has a blush called Teddy, which is a very warm orangey brown blush. Absolutely beautiful. I sometimes use that one too, but this one for me is absolute perfection. Speaking of luxury makeup, this video would not be complete without the Hourglass limited edition holiday palettes. I usually don't splurge for them because they are extremely expensive, and usually I don't find that I really need them. I feel like they're either too heavy on the highlights, too heavy on the blush, or it's just redundant overall. This palette has colors that I have never seen anywhere else. This palette is absolutely everything to me. You have the most beautiful blush colors here. You have, again, a cool toned blush, which is very hard to find. And then in the middle, more of a warm toned but neutral blush still. There's a bit of a hint of gold in there, which I absolutely love. You have a bronzer on the side, which is actually very rare. I feel like in the Hourglass palettes, they're either blushes or they're bronzers. To have blushes and bronzers in one is incredible. And then at the bottom, you have 3 highlights, but I personally use them as just skin finishing powders to give me, again, that really ethereal glow. Something about that second skin look just makes me feel so special, so beautiful. Anyway, this palette definitely gives it to me. And then the actual packaging itself is so luxurious, which is exactly what it's doing in this video. It is perfect. It's a very heavyweight palette, but it remains quite compact in my opinion. I actually just took it last weekend when I was traveling, and it didn't cause me any problems. It wasn't too heavy, nor was it too big, but it really does have a nice weight to it. And I cannot believe how cute the outer packaging is. This one has an elephant. There's also a butterfly one, which is more blushes and highlights. There's no bronzer in that one. And there's a third, but I can't quite think of what it is. If you are just looking for one, which I would personally recommend because really they are quite pricey, this has the best of all worlds inside of it. So something that I always advocate for is to buy fewer things, but either higher quality or just something that you know you're gonna get more use out of. And when you do that, you can spend more on the individual product. That is definitely the case on single eyeshadows. I personally believe that it makes so much more sense to buy 2 or 3 single eyeshadows that you know you're going to use every single day, rather than palette after palette, because all the colors look good together, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to look good on you or that you're going to use them every single day. I personally find that when I buy a brand new palette and I spend $80 on it, I'll use 1 or 2 out of the 12 eyeshadows in there, and that just makes absolutely no sense to me. So I have recently made the change, and I have decided to splurge on single eyeshadows that alone are quite expensive, but when you think about it, if you're just using these, not only does it completely save space in your vanity, it makes getting ready easier, and you also have the colors that are exactly right for you, perfect for you, the best quality. Anyway, I could go on for hours about it, but I do have to say, if you're going to be buying single eyeshadows, and I have tried them all, I've tried them from high to low, the best ones ever are these Urban Decays. They are beautiful. First of all, the packaging is very easy to store because you can actually store them upright, which is how I do it, and they just take no space at all. The 2 colors that I use most are Phased, which is this absolutely beautiful, warm, burnt orange color, and I know I always talk about having cool toned skin, but something about warmth right around my eyes really brings out that blue-gray tone. So I love this color. I put it all around my eyes, and usually that's it. If I want to go for a bit more of a pop, I will put on Space Cowboy. Now, she is hard to find. I looked for months, if not almost an entire year, at Sephora every single time I went in for Space Cowboy. Finally, I found it. Oh my God, I've never bought anything faster. It is the most beautiful. I can't stop using the word ethereal. It's just this extraterrestrial, amazing, shimmery color. It is incredible. And I just tap it all over my eyelids. I'm gonna put on a little bit right now. It just gives your eye makeup that little tiny bit of pop. I personally love any kind of glitter and sparkle. This is not too much, but not too little. I absolutely love it. So if you are gonna be going the single eyeshadow route, which I really recommend, definitely go for Urban Decay. I'm gonna go through these last 3 products extremely quickly. The first one, you guys all know, I love the Dior Brown Mascara. Best brown mascara on earth. If you have any kind of light features or light eyes especially, I really recommend a brown mascara over a black. It's so much more natural, and you're still gonna get that really beautiful dramatic volume and length and lift. Oh my gosh, this mascara is everything. But it's not gonna look kind of outdated or old-fashioned. There's just something about a brown mascara that's really kind of new and contemporary to me, and very, very flattering in my opinion. Last 2 lipsticks. The first one is a general recommendation, which is that if you're going to be getting a red, which I definitely recommend for every woman to have at least 1 red lipstick, your perfect red, go for Dior. I absolutely love the Dior reds. This, I believe, is a limited edition one, but I think they're constantly re-releasing and reformulating. So this is their Ultra Care, which I believe is a long-wearing and also kind of moisturizing lipstick, but it is just the most beautiful tone. Now take your time when you are picking your red, and don't just look in the store. Sometimes I've swatched in the store and I've held it up to my lips and it looks like the right tone of red. You bring it home, oh my gosh, it's completely orange or it's completely purple. It's not right at all. definitely take those swatches outside into the sunlight, bring them home, look at them in your natural light. Don't try them right, from the store onto your mouth, but bring them home, don't wipe them off, and you're gonna get the best color that way. Take your time. Honestly, if you have to buy a red lipstick and then return it because it's not right, I've done that. You really, really, really only want 1 or 2 reds, maybe a bluish red and a true red, or if you have warm skin, an orange red and a true red. But definitely Dior is the way to go. I have never been disappointed by their actual product, by the packaging, everything about it. Are they expensive? Yes. But like I said, we're not buying that many of these. We really want a good quality one. Last item in the makeup category is this Lip Glorifier by Clé de Peau. This truly is the most beautiful product I have ever used in my entire life. It is moisturizing. It's not plumping, but it makes your lips look bigger and fuller and more beautiful. I believe it comes in 3 colors. This light pink, I have them all, a red and an orange, but they're very sheer. I have it on right now. They are truly the most beautiful tinted balm ever, and I believe they have a bit of staining power. It's kind of the best of all worlds. There's a bit of shine like a gloss, there's a bit of stain, obviously like a lip stain, but it's also a balm and it's moisturizing and it's volumizing. I don't even know how to describe it. They also smell very fancy. They have a bit of a floral, fancy smell. Again, expensive, but definitely worth it, and extremely compact. This can go in even the tiniest purse. It's a little mini lipstick, but it lasts a really long time. I could talk about this for days. I could talk about this for hours. I recommend it to all my friends, and every single time I go out and I have this on, I don't have a gloss on, I don't have a stain underneath. People stop me and they're like, "What's on your lips? Well, you look so good." It's this. It is this every single time. Mine's like covered in dirt, as you can see, because I literally keep it in my purse. This stays with me. It's my absolutely holy grail. Yay! Okay, we did the makeup category, so let's move on to skin and body. Now, this is not going to be a skincare favorites. This is actually only 2 skincare products, but I really believe that if you're going to be doing any kind of luxurious turnover of your current collection, these are absolutely necessary. I'm going to start out with the obvious one, and that is the Elemis Pro Cleansing Balm. Again, expensive, but these things last forever. I mean, you can get 6 months of use out of this, and I use it 3 times a day, once in the morning and twice at night. They come in multiple different smells. There's usually a seasonal smell. This is the original, which has a kind of French florally, maybe medicine-y smell. I personally have grown to love it. I originally didn't like it. I was only using the Naked one, which is completely perfume-free. There's also a rose one, which is very, very beautiful and very anti-aging. I absolutely love these. These are worth every single penny. Like I said, I'll use it in the morning to cleanse my skin, and then I will double cleanse at night with this, and then go in with another cleanser to really make sure all my makeup and everything is off from the day, sunscreen, all of that. This is a must, and I've used so many makeup removers. This is my favorite. I cannot get enough from it. It just feels so beautiful. When you start your routine with this product, you just feel like, I've got this. My life is under control. I'm the best. I don't know. It's a confidence boost. This to me is everything in a jar. And again, it's kind of beautiful on your vanity. The second and last skincare product that I have to mention is the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Skin Water Essence. I believe this is called Rose No. 1. You can see this bad girl has been used. It is the most incredible and indulgent water essence ever. It's truly a rosy, oily water essence, and I have very sensitive skin, so when I use the word oily, I mean that in the best way. It just gives your skin that glow, a really, truly natural glow. Like when you see a model walking down the street and you're just like, how does her skin look like that? Like, I do everything. I use all the products. I've got a full face of makeup, and even then, her skin looks better than mine, and she has not a lick of makeup on. I guarantee she uses this. I could make an entire video on water essences. They basically are a product that you use in the place of a traditional Western toner, which can be very stripping and very drying, and they do the exact opposite. So many people don't know that when you moisturize your skin, or if you put oil on your skin, that does nothing if your skin is not hydrated. So what oils do is they prevent water loss. They prevent the loss of hydration. But if your skin doesn't have hydration to begin with, those oils, those moisturizers in many cases are not doing anything. So a really good water essence will actually penetrate the skin barrier, which is very hard to do, and almost inject that hydration into your skin. And then your moisturizers, your oils, everything you put on top can actually do their job. Now, many water essences don't seem to do what they say. I've got a few favorites. I should make a whole video about it. But this one is truly the decadent, most beautiful one of them all. Again, expensive, but worth it. If I could just say one thing though, the fact that the gold comes off the cap is just so sad because the packaging is so beautiful, and if the cap were intact, it would truly be a 100% standout product. Other than the cap though, I love everything about this. I should note, it's actually really heavy for traveling. Now that I'm holding it, I'm realizing whenever I travel, I do not bring this with me. This baby has a lot of weight to it, for better or for worse. Time for the last 3 products. It's actually funny that they all sort of look alike. Let's just start out with body because it's the heaviest one. The Osea Undreen Clay Body Oil. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this oil. If you put it on after the shower, your skin glows for hours and hours and hours. When I first bought this is the jumbo size. I believe this is $80-something, which is a lot. I originally bought the regular size, which was maybe $45. I had never spent so much money on a body care product in my entire life. And I bought it and I was like, oh my gosh, like I hope this is good. It was insane. I never went back. I used that whole bottle so fast. Not because you use it too quickly, but because I was using it once or twice a day. I was obsessed. It made parts of my skin that usually don't glow completely glow. I cannot recommend it enough. It is just the most beautiful oil. You'll see how it literally transforms my hands. It definitely has a very natural herbal scent. If you're used to really artificial scents, this might be kind of a culture shock for you because it really has a kind of au naturel scent, but once you get used to it, it is so beautiful. It's full of algae and the most beautiful botanical oil blend. I just love how it feels. Again, I also love how it looks. It's completely worth every single penny in my opinion. And I think that Osea actually runs really good sales on their websites and might have holiday sets, so definitely look out for those. Second to last is my Jizu Honey Infused Hair Oil, and I know that this is a bit of a basic product, but I have to say that when I got this in my collection, I got rid of every single other hair oil that I had ever owned, that I had ever used. They all went straight out. If there was enough, I either gave them to friends or I just trashed them if I was more than halfway through. I love this hair oil. It's not too much, it's not too little, it smells beautiful, it looks beautiful, and it lasts a really, really long time. And those are all the things that I really look for when I create my luxury minimal bathroom cabinet. I just run it through my hair and I swear the hair follicle just drinks it up. It gives my hair the most beautiful shine without adding too much weight. I love everything about it. I saved the best for last, and very intentionally so. I usually gatekeep my perfume because this scent in particular is my personal signature favorite, and every time I wear it, people go nuts. Everyone goes nuts. So I don't usually like to share this, but if you made it this far in the video, honestly, you deserve it. So Byredo Mixed Emotions. Everything from Byredo, in fact, is absolutely beautiful. They have some really famous scents like Mojave Ghost, Desert Rose, I believe is one. They have a beautiful hand soap. I think that's called Suede, Leather and Suede or something like that. But this perfume in particular on my skin is the most beautiful, incredible smell. It is so hard to describe. It almost smells like a mixture of cherries and whiskey, if that makes sense. It's definitely a nighttime scent, although I use it all day long. It's just so beautiful. Is she expensive? Yes, but if you are gonna get it, I really recommend if you're gonna be in Europe, buy it in Europe. It's half off. I wish I would have bought it in Europe. I realized that when I was in London this summer. Oh my gosh, they are so much cheaper there. The big size lasts a long time. In general, when it comes to perfumes, I think it's much better to get a few really good and big ones rather than a bunch of little mini ones and you're constantly changing your scent. It doesn't really make sense. I personally prefer to have an expensive and luxurious signature scent, something that not everyone has, and this is that for me. I can't get enough. You guys, we did it. We made it to the end of the video. I'm so happy right now. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Leave me any comments or suggestions that you want in the comments. And my next video is actually going to be my luxury minimal shoes, handbags, even a little bit of clothing in there. So stay tuned for that if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.